Hello and welcome to Ticker Trader. So for those of you who've used the site before, we've introduced some new technical analysis tools to the chart. For those of you that haven't, this is a quick introduction to Ticker Trader signals and how to use them. So here's the main grid you get to from the home page, and you can select which index you want to have a look at from the drop down list here. So we're going to have a look at trade signals for the S&P 500. There we are. So we can have a list of buy and sell signals. So here's the name of the listed company. Here's a stock symbol for that company, the sector that it's in, the date that the signal was generated, the price that the signal was generated at. We have the signal strength here. So this is a sell signal, and it's made up of 3 indicators. So that's one of the highest. If it's a negative number like a -3, that means that it's a sell. If it's a positive number, so we have a 4 here or a 3 here, then it's a buy. So we have 2 icons in a grid. We have a chart icon and a forum. So you can go into the forum and you can have a look at what people have posted about that stock. If you have any comments, you can post them there. You can share them, you can get followers, you could become quite popular yourself in Ticker Trader. Right, so let's have a look at one of these. So we're going to have a look at Amgen Incorporated, a sell signal. So there were 2 generated. One was generated on the 11th of November at a level -3. It's a strong sell. And another one on the 15th of November. So let's have a look at this one. We click the icon, and then we have a chart. So what you're looking at is a candlestick chart from August to November, and we have a line on that chart which represents the index that the stock is in. So here's the stock, which is a candlestick, and then here's the index here. We can remove that if you want to get a clearer view of the candlestick chart, or we can click it and put it back there. So this red line is where the sell signal was generated. So we can now, if we want to, add some technical analysis, or we can have a broader view of what that stock has been doing over time. So let's have a look at over 12 months, and we can see that there's a big peak here in the stock value. And as a trader, what you're looking for is value gaps. If a stock's been overbought, then there's a value gap in selling that stock, because if it's been overbought, there's going to be a drawback, and you can make money there. If it's been oversold, the same applies. So we can see if we apply a 200-day simple moving average, that the stock has peaked quite some way over that 200-day simple moving average in the last 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks. Let's remove the index line so we get a clearer view of that. Now, if we want a shorter term, 20-day simple moving average, we can click this here, and we can see even on a 20-day simple moving average, at this point the stock peaked well above that line. Now we have some other chart tools for us to use here as well. So let's click here, remove those to get a clearer view. And let's have a look at a Bollinger Band. So a Bollinger Band is a tool that uses a simple moving average and a standard deviation. So if we click 20, we have a 20-day simple moving average, and then we have a deviation over the same period above and below the simple moving average, a standard deviation. And that gives us an analysis tool which is very good at indicating the average of a stock over a given period and how much that stock price has deviated from the average. So if we just roll the mouse on this area here and zoom in a little, like this, we get a better look at that signal and what's happened. So we can see that on the 10th of October there was a big break out of the Bollinger Bands, and then it's led the top line of the Bollinger Bands until a breakout here. So we're above the simple moving average on 20 days, we're above the simple moving average on 200 days, we're outside of the standard deviation of 20 days, and we have 3 trade indicators which represents this signal all converging at the same time. So the chart analysis lets you not only analyze a specific stock symbol in an index and those stock movements, but also to apply some more tools to the ticker trader stock signals to assess whether, in your view, you want to trade that or not. So I hope you find this really useful. So we can clear the Bollinger Bands if we want to, and we can have a better look at the standard deviations, sorry, the simple moving averages. We can have another look at the stock index and what the stock has been doing in relation to the index that it belongs to, which in this case is the S&P 500. And then we can change the chart months 1, 3, 6, 12, 24. And then if we want to, we can also change that chart to a line chart. And then if we apply the Bollinger Bands to a line chart and zoom in, it gives us a better indication of, these are closing prices that we have here, of the closing price and where that is in relation to the standard deviation of the Bollinger Band. So these are here's a simple moving average. Here's the top Bollinger Band, which is a standard deviation of 20, and the bottom Bollinger Band. So Bollinger Band is made up of these three lines: simple moving average, a standard deviation above the simple moving average, and a standard deviation below the simple moving average. So I hope you find these two tools useful. It's completely free. You can sign up and you can access all of this data, all of those trade signals on tickertrader.com. Thank you.